Hey folks, Keric the Pally here, and welcome to what I hope will be the first in a long-running series of LoL replays. Currently I don't have a team of my own. I'm relying basically on friends and randoms. Occasionally you will see me play with a couple of friends, I will point that out. This one is actually just a 5-man random, I'm the only one in it that you'll know of. Currently playing as Warwick in this game. And I've been teamed with Bran, Morgana, Katrina and Nunu, while on the opposing team, the purple, we have Ryze, Wukong, Fiddlesticks, Mordekaiser and Tryndamere. Obviously having a few doubts about their team by the look of it.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Picked up Hunger and Strike with my first point. I normally pick up Hunter's Call if I'm jungling, purely because you can get an uninterrupted run of attacks. You can't normally whenever you're laning, so I tend to pick up Hunger and Strike. I've also picked up Adora and Shield. There are a few quite tanky guys playing against us, so this early in the game I don't really want to be ganked too much. I really don't like the way the camera works. Okay, top lane we have Nunu for us. Mordekaiser for them. We also have Katrina hiding in the bushes. And I think Tryndamere turns up in the top lane. Yep, there he is. Middle lane for us, we have Morgana. I'm pretty sure Fiddlesticks is in the middle lane as well. Bottom lane is myself and Brand. I'm guessing Brand actually got jumped slightly early. He's lost a little bit of health. Yeah, there we go, Fiddlesticks in the middle. Against us in the bottom lane is Wukong and Ryze. Nothing really major happening this early in the game. The main point is just to keep yourselves from dying. Try to get the enemy's health as low as possible or possibly kill them. Obviously don't go for a kill if it's going to get you in trouble. So long as they have to go back to the fountain to heal, you're still getting more XP than them, which is, as an end result, pretty much as good. This Brand actually was really good. He's able to keep the pressure on both of them fairly well. I don't do so well early on in this game. Mainly because he's doing most of it for me. So I'm tending to stay back, let him do his stuff and trying to cover his back as and where I can. Scare off anybody that walks in too close to him so he doesn't get killed. However, he does have that nice damage over time, which he puts to quite good use. As I said, nothing really happening. A bit of harassment here and there, nothing major. I'm stealing health where I can. Second point into Hunter's Call, by the way. Forgot to mention that. Little bit of extra damage. And his damage over time, as you can see, ticking away there, took down Ryze and Wukong. Very nice indeed. This gives us a little bit more time to gain some XP and maybe make a bit of a push on the turret. No, somebody's got teleport. Ryze. Oh well. Brand going for a bit of a heal. Yeah, nothing really all that major happening in the middle. I think it's fairly balanced in terms of the way the teams are. Purple team giving a bit of trouble on the top lane, pushing more than anything else. I think they can quite happily handle it, but it's a bit of a tug of war up there, backwards and forwards. Then again, Brand and myself are pushing quite hard in the bottom lane as well, so swings and roundabout, folks, swings and roundabouts. Brand back again in the bottom lane. As you can see, we've got a little bit of an advantage now. I am slightly higher than Ryze, and Brand and myself are both higher than the monkey guy, so I'm gonna have to stop calling him the monkey guy. It's because he's got his staff and does the cloud thing and the whole monkey magic thing from the 70s show. Keeps sticking in my head. Wukong. Remember that. Wukong. Wukong. I think I've stuck an extra point into Hunger and Strike, and I've also put a final point into Blood Scent. Another point in the Hunger and Strike there. Pretty much all of Warwick's attacks return health. Hunter's Call will return just your normal kind of health, but it does it faster. So obviously that's good whenever you're jungling. Hunger and Strike returns 80% of the strike's damage as health, which is why I tend to use it as a laning tool. You can use it on creeps or on the champions, and it gives you quite a good return on health. Decided to go a little bit sneaky here. Obviously Monkey Guy thinks he's safe behind the turret, but as the old adage goes, softly, softly, catchy monkey. And down he goes. Quick run for it. Hide myself out in the woods. Poor little guy, I think it ruined his day. Again, nothing really much happening on the other lanes. A little bit too early for that. As you can see in the kills, Morgana doing really well, Brand's doing fairly well, Nunu doing pretty good himself. Myself and Katrina are lagging a little bit really, I suppose. Although to be fair, Wukong only has 4, which isn't great. I don't think he's a very good player, unfortunately. Although with normal randoms, could just be a new character he's trying out. Oh, quick kill on Brand. Bit unfortunate that he was a bit low on health though. We really should have gone back to heal a little bit before that. No big deal really, still early days. We have killed them a few times, so really it doesn't matter. I think at this point it's probably worth me going back as well. I've got enough money to buy something. So 3 points in Hunger and Strike, 1 point in Hunter's Call, and 1 point in Blood Scent. Blood Scent obviously gives you a little bit of a speed boost, which is always handy, especially when they're low on health. Picked up a Madrid's Razor. which is fantastic for the 500 random proc, and some bits of speed as well. Nothing really major happening in the other lanes. I don't think any of them have really made a push against the turret yet. At this point I've decided to go and get a buff, see if I can give Brand a bit of a hand in the bottom lane. But as I come out,
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has
there we go. He manages it all in himself. All on his own even.
An enemy has been slain.
So time to pick up a bit more XP. I have got my ulti at this point. I tend to max out Hunger and Strike, then go for Blood Scent, purely because the speed boost is very nice. Obviously keep the ulti whenever I can, and finish up with Hunter's Call. It's good for endgame pushing more than anything else. We've got a little bit of damage off our tower. I'm pretty sure the other two lanes haven't as of yet. I think in all fairness we probably would have done a lot more damage to the tower if Ryze hadn't had the teleport. Little bit of a chase there, which is why the boots are always nice. Not sure why Wukong keeps hiding in the bushes. Kind of makes sense to do that whenever they can't see you, but he's obviously in there. A bit of a smack on Ryze, but get him down. Grand kill stealing there. Not sure whether we get the monkey guy. I think it's pretty close. I'm pretty sure I chase him, but if only the cooldown had been slightly quicker on that, I'd have got him. But no point getting myself killed over it, so back I go. For some reason the teams seem to be fairly evenly balanced. I think that's down more to player skill than anything else. There do seem to be a couple of weak spots in both teams. It looks like the opposing team tends to be pushing along those weak spots, which is what you'd expect really. Still at the harassment stage more than anything else. Really not much happens early in these games. I don't know what he's got about bushes. Really should make him regret going in. A little bit of slap and tickle going on between us and him. Nothing too major. Once he's below 50%, Blood Scent of course gives me that speed boost, which is really handy in getting in and getting out as well. It's always worth keeping one of them low if you can. See if they're stupid enough to come close.
Killing spree.
Oh, looks like Katrina's getting in on the action. Taking a little bit of damage from Ryze, but at this point it doesn't really matter. The tower's gone. Hunter's Call really fantastic for taking down towers at any point during the game, especially in late game. That speed boost, both to yourself and your teammates, is fantastic. My favourite buff on Warwick now. The ability cooldown and the mana regen. Very nice indeed for chasing down a few kills. No idea what Wukong's actually doing here. He comes in and kind of stands there looking at me. It's really kind of silly of him. Nice freebie there. Oh, they're bringing in the big guns in the bottom lane. I spy a Mordekaiser. Have a little bit of his health. Oh. Fiddlesticks as well. I think we panicked them a little bit with that turret going down. Morgana in the middle is taking down a turret as well. So we're up 2 for 1. Really, with 3 guys in that bottom lane, there's not too much point in staying. Nunu with another kill there, which brings us 12 to 4. Morgana doing fantastically well on creep kills, as is Nunu. Brand isn't doing too badly. Myself and Katrina are still quite low, though I do have a couple of kills. Looks like the top lane's managed to make a push through the turret. Although Wukong coming along the bottom along with Fiddlesticks. Probably wise to get out of there really. Nunu using the speed boost to good advantage. Brand's still pushing quite nice along the bottom lane. Oh, we have a sneaky Ryze hiding in the bushes. So I've been doing a bit of jungle in the bottom as well. I've got that buff again. Not sure if it'll make too much of a difference at the moment. Fiddlesticks hiding in the grass there. I'm not sure whether Nunu's actually spotted it. Possibly not. Not sure that was the best idea in the top lane. Looks like Wukong's moving in as well. Nothing much happening in the middle lane. Morgana's kind of holding her own pretty well. Bit of a push from Fiddlesticks and Wukong. And we lose Brand at this point. So I'm in the bottom lane myself, not that it's too much a problem. I'll probably try and push a little bit harder as you would expect.
Rampage.
Give old Morty a bit of a scare. Nice use of the snare, really. Leave me without very many options. Though I do have blood scent on him, which does give me the advantage in terms of speed. Quite a bit, really, at this point. Oh yeah, picked up Kindle Gem in the last run, aiming for Spirit Visage. The extra 15% health regen's always handy. Not sure why Ryze decides to go down here at this point. I'm sure he knew I was there. Just waiting for a nice point to teach him the error of his ways. And he goes back down in a while. He even comes to me. I think you can guess the outcome here really. Bit of a slow on him. Pick up the slack. Hungering strike. Couple of normal strikes. And chalk one more up for me.
Unstoppable.
Tryndamere and Wukong joined in on the middle lane. Morgana's still doing well on kills. Everybody else is kind of bringing up to roughly the same level, but she is doing very well on it. Katrina actually has the most kills so far. Interesting. Morgana holding her own in the middle quite happily. Another point in blood sent for me, which brings it to 4. 5-1-4-1 at this point, I think. I like to bring blood scent up fairly early purely because of the speed boosts. Not only is it good in chasing them down, it's also good if you're being chased yourself, if you can get one of the enemies to half. Quick bit of a group push in the middle, not enough to take him down unfortunately. I think I probably could have pushed a little bit harder and managed that. Decided to get me some buff. And something kind of interesting happens. Grand back in again, of course, as you can see. Fiddlesticks having a little bit of a fight in the middle, not doing so great. I think he may be going for the same buff as me, I'm not quite sure. Fiddlesticks strangely walking straight towards me, so I decide to get me a freebie. Oh, to be a fly on his wall at that point. Another point into blood scent there. Pretty sure his the air in his room's just gone blue with all the swearing. Tryndamere pushing a little bit on the bottom lane, so I'm going back down to keep an eye on him. Nunu pushing a bit on the top. Not really going to do much against Tryndamere, he's a fast little bugger. But enough to scare him off for now at least. Oh, Ryze and Wukong pushing in on Nunu in the top lane, not good news really. I'm not sure whether he's going to make it out of this one alive. A speed boost to good use there. No, he's not done too much damage on that turret, unfortunately. Though I don't think they really have to ours either, in all fairness. Bit of a group battle going on in the middle. Again, Fiddlesticks wandering off the beaten path, and I'm waiting for him this time as well. He does get me with this little fear health regen thing, but with the buff and everything else on my ulti on cooldown, really he doesn't stand much of a chance. Chuck one more for me. While I'm here, Katrina's doing all the work, but it's time for that tower to go down, so I may as well give her a hand, finishing that off. Looks like Brand's lost it a little bit in the middle too. Morgana's still holding on. Morgana going back for a heal, obviously picking up some items as well. We're not really going to make much progress in that bottom lane. All their champions at that point were free, so there's no point hanging around. Doing absolutely fine for gold as well, not much point in picking up the dragon. Tryndamere, Wukong and Ryze pushing a little bit in the bottom lane. I think Tryndamere tries to go through the defences there as well. The other two, I think, pair off. Fiddlesticks and Mordekaiser in the middle. Again, I'm off jungle a little bit. Morgana taking down Mordekaiser a bit. And Morty goes down. Fiddlesticks kind of messed up a bit with that ulti. Did very little with it. Wukong chasing poor Morgana down, and down she goes. Time for a red buff again this time. See if we can do some damage to the other team. Although to be fair, there are 3 of them and 1 of me, so it's probably not the best idea. I think I'll go down after Tryndamere, who's again pushing on that bottom lane. Manages to get a turret down. Avoid that main group. Not sure why Nunu's going in on his own. Really not the best idea. There are 3 of them. I notice at this point Katrina's moving in on the bottom lane, so I decide to leave it. Position myself for a kill if I can. They managed to take that first turret on the middle lane as well, but that's nothing to worry about so far. We are pushing ahead of them on turrets. Still not jumped in, purely because there's not enough backup really. I think at that point I jump in on Ryze to get him down. Nunu managing to take down Fiddlesticks. Morgana taking down Ryze. And Wukong goes down as well. So that's 4 for 0 there. 21 for 12 on the totals. Pretty good really. I think it's safe to say we're owning them. Tryndamere still pushing on the bottom. Mordekaiser in the middle of the jungle for some reason, making a run for it there. Perving it out in the bushes. Again, I'm going to pick up a quick buff before I go down. Nice push on the middle tower there, take it down. Gets us into the inner sanctum in 2 of the lanes. Easier for me to hearth back. Katrina moving in on the far side. Let's see if we can get some scissor action going on with Tryndamere. Bit of a battle raging in the middle, but Tryndamere is the main threat at the moment. Really, we want to try and keep that second turret up. Katrina and myself moving in on him pretty fast. I think he gets away, to be fair. Bit of ghost action and that twirly move, whatever it is. And away he goes. Still good awareness of what's going on the key parts of the game. Another kill for Brand there. Bit of a clean up in the bottom lane for us, nothing major. Again, Morgana out in front, she's also managed to get a champion kill. Katrina's still leading on kills, myself and Brand on 6. Most of us fairly even on creep kills. I don't get any particular bonus for them, so it's not too big a deal, more money than anything else. I've also picked myself up a null magic mantle. I think at this point I should have 2 points in my ulti. Full on Blood Scent and be pushing in on Hunter's Call. Morgana making a bit of a push there. Really we need some creeps to have a go at that tower proper. Katrina pushing on the bottom lane. Giving Fiddlesticks a little bit of a run for his money. I'm pushing on the top lane. Fiddlesticks getting hammered there by both Nunu and Katrina. Easily take him down. Tryndamere moving in to defend a little bit on that bottom lane. Ryze chasing down Brand. I don't think he'd catch him though. Hunter's Call and very nice little speed boost on the old attack. Take down that second tower in the top lane, which leaves us with only their base towers to go. Little bit of XP while I'm here. Not too sure where the enemies are at this point, so I get off the beaten track just to see who's going to come and chase me. Decide to wait it out and see who's going to follow. Nobody at this point really, so there's no point worrying about it. Bit of a push again on the bottom lane. They're defending there quite well though, so I've got a bit of a better chance on the top lane. Moving back, I think Wukong comes in after me. Nope, Fiddlesticks it is. Manages to get me with the fear. Drop an ulti in his face. Scare him off a little bit. I've taken some damage, so I think he thinks I'm quite weak at this point. So I'll make a run for it. Not intending to run, of course. I'm still fairly sure I can take him, so I just wait it out and... smack. Another little bit of health for him, but I can quite easily keep up with that myself, and down he goes. Keep pushing on that top lane again, get some more XP for myself. Another kill for Brand. Per Wukong. Ryze and Mordekaiser pushing along with Tryndamere. Doesn't look too good for Nunu. Oh, Tryndamere turning around there. Yeah. Stunned by Ryze. Tryndamere finishes off Brand. Katrina pushing in the middle lane. Me still pushing in the top lane. One of those towers is bound to give at some point. Yep. Katrina gets that tower down nicely. Tryndamere taking down Nunu in the bottom lane. That top tower nearly down. Mordekaiser just moves out in time. Mordekaiser and Fiddlesticks still pushing on the top. Poor Fiddlesticks. Walks straight into an ambush. Not much chance against my ulti and Katrina's. Couple of surrender votes there failing. I think most of the people on their team have kind of realised that it's game over at this point. Morgana getting a couple of buffs. Too many of them, too many. Run away, run away, run away. I thought it was just Wukong at that point. Obviously there are a few more involved in that. They're going to do a little bit of a clean up there. Brand is pushing his way in as well, so I might hold about. I think Katrina's cancelled her recall as well. Yep, I think they've kind of got to the conclusion that we've ran off, so we may make a push at this point, considering there are three of us. Morgana on her own in the middle there, not too great a position. I'm not too sure where the enemy champions actually are. Yep, they're pushing in on her. I think Katrina's going round the back for a little bit of support. Or not, as the case may be. I think she spied that there were three and ran for it. Time to run, Morgana. I'm not too sure she's going to make it, actually. No. Shield coming in very handy there. Good job all round. Again, Nunu takes down Fiddlesticks. At this point. I don't think Fiddlesticks really has too much of a chance in the game. He's been killed too much. Bran taking down Mordekaiser in the top row. Top lane, sorry.
Destroyed a turret.
We managed to take down the turret in the top, obviously going for the inhibitor here. All their champions seem to be either dead or busy, so we may as well. Free inhibitor always good.
Has destroyed an
Ryze moving in, but he's playing it a little bit safe, so we may as well stay in the base a little bit and harass. See if we can get a few of their champions to come back. Little bit of a push on that second inhibitor, but nothing major. And Ryze goes down. Still pushing slightly on that inhibitor, but I doubt much is going to happen. Burning rage, oh how I hate thee. Wukong getting hammered there. Just going to go in and finish it off. Morgana getting the kill. Got a few dots on me, so really it's time to get out of there. I think at this point. Really bad use of that ulti again, Fiddlesticks. He manages to get Morgana, but nothing major.
double kill.
Considering how many of us there were in the actual area, I could have made much better use of that. Got my Spirit Visage. Also got the AoE Cloak. Do some extra damage with that. Tryndamere going to take down. There we go, he manages it. A little bit of a buff for me. Just going to hang about really and see if they're going to push. If they are, I can always jump in from the side and try and get some surprise going on. I think they are. So in goes Nunu. In goes everyone pretty much. Tryndamere goes down. A little bit of a chase. See if we can catch anybody else off guard. No. I think they're too far ahead of us at this point. Our creep's still pushing on that top lane, which is good. Fiddlesticks defending on the bottom lane. Little bit of a push for us into their base. I think we're going to try and take down that second inhibitor. Defense from them as per usual. I don't think it's going to do too much though. Managed to get down that bottom inhibitor as well.
Enemy has been slain.
Not inhibitor, sorry, turret. Obviously it's a turret. That's where Hunter's Call comes in great at the end game. I'm absolutely slaying fixtures. Middle inhibitor's gone. Bottom inhibitor soon to be gone as well. There we go. So that's all three down. Just leaves the middle two towers. A little bit of a pushback from them. Nothing too major. Gets Morgana unfortunately. But at this point it's pretty much just a case of mopping up. I think I'm still in the base at this point actually. Yeah, get rid of Monkey King. Wukong, sorry, I keep calling him Monkey King, I don't know why. Bit of a push on those towers as well, get that one down quite easily with Hunter's Call. Try and make a push on this one, it's only at half. Unfortunately, Ryze manages to teleport in quickly enough. So I have to leave the tower with about 100 health. Sacrifice at this point, my first death, but considering I got down 2 towers and an inhibitor, got that third tower down pretty close to finished, it's pretty much a sacrifice. It's worth it. More than worth it, I think. Another quick kill for Brand there. I think really we're looking at one of the final pushes. Tryndamere acknowledges that we're winning. Not sure why Brand's going in on his own there. Not the best idea. And down he goes. Really should have pushed more as a group at that point. Morgana picking up a buff. I think Nunu is too. Ready for the push. I think really everybody's just waiting for the final push at this point. They're trying to clear up their base a little. Doing a fairly good job of it, but it is kind of a losing battle at this point. That second tower's dropped at some point. I'm not sure whether Brand took it down or not, or whether it was just dropped by creeps.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Morgana's still fantastic on those creep kills. Brand leading on kills at this point. I'm level with Katrina, Morgana and Nunu pushing up the rear. Morgana obviously comes into her own end game, so really it's not too surprising at this point. I decided to pick up a buff. Probably really kind of pointless at this point, but hey. Little bit of a push from them. Undying Rage for Tryndamere and he gets away. I'm not sure little Fiddlesticks will be quite so lucky. No, down he goes. Mordekaiser goes that way as well. Wukong down as well. We lose Katrina at this point. Brand picks off Ryze. There we go. All over but the GG's. I've been Keric the Pally. This has been League of Legends. Have a good evening.